What is up, my homies, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about my experience I've had yesterday with the new 2021 One Chip Challenge. Before I get into my experience, I kept my coffin from doing it, and also I received a banner saying I destroyed the 2021 One Chip Challenge. So let me start back in the beginning of the morning, waking up knowing I'm going to my cousin's house to just hang out, play drums, and just have a good time. And we are also planning on doing this challenge. Now, I've seen people do this challenge on YouTube, but it was the one from 2020, which was not as hot as this. So every year, if you don't know, this company comes out with a new chip every year, which gets hotter and hotter every year. So if you look close on the packaging, it says One Chip Challenge with Carolina Reaper and Scorpion Pepper. Now, I'm not sure what the one before it had. If I remember correctly, I think it was just the Carolina Reaper. But this one says real peppers and real heat. And I should listen to that because they were not joking. So, I wake up, get a shower, do all that good stuff, head over to my cousin's house, and I did not film it because he did not want to be on camera, which I respect his wishes for not being on camera. So, we're just going to do it off camera. On the way over to his house, I stopped at Wawa and get myself a quart size of milk. Because water does not help, beer does not help, and no carbonated beverages help the heat that I've experienced. So there are a few warnings on the back of this, and I'm not going to read them, but there are some rules too, and there are some levels. So I'm going to go through the rules real quick. It says you have to eat the entire chip, which I did. Wait as long as possible for drinking or eating anything, which I did. Post your reaction on social media with One Chip hashtag and mention bikini chips, which I did not. So they have what to expect when eating the chip. So it said made with Carolina Reaper pepper and Scorpion pepper. This straight from hell chip was created from the sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. Great. So, round 1 is a spicy punch, which I experienced. Round 2 was a scorpion sting, which I experienced. Round 3 was vision disruption, which I also experienced. Round 4 was a gut slash, like slash to your gut, which I also experienced. And round 5, roasted, which I also experienced. I'm not saying I was roasted, I was just toasty. Like, I felt hot, and like I'm pretty sure I was hallucinating, but I don't want to diagnose myself with that. So on the back of our banner we have a little chart, and it has like what you can claim yourself as after you pass a certain time without eating or drinking anything. So 5 minutes powerless, 10 minutes powerful, 30 minutes supercharged, and 1 hour invincible. Now I'm gonna start by saying that my cousin got invincible. He lasted a full hour without eating or drinking anything. I lasted 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes. I didn't even get powerless. I got whatever is, nothing's below 5 minutes, so I got bitch boy pretty much. That's what I would call it. But even though I only last 3 minutes, I'm still gonna keep it because I I ate it. I ate it, and I lasted 3 minutes. So, let me talk about the beginning to the end of my experience eating the chip. So, I unwrapped the chip, look at it, horrified. So, before I ate the chip, my cousin and I were talking about, okay, so when we're done putting the chip in our mouth, go over and wash your hands with hot water and soap right away so we don't touch our face and get our face like burnt. Because anyone knows eating peppers or anything hot, you don't touch your face or your eyes because like that stuff can get into your skin and burn your skin. Like, it's pretty serious in some situations that I've heard. So, we're like, alright, chip goes in the mouth and wash your hands. So, we had my brother there also who was going to time the whole thing, see how long we last. So, put the chip in our mouth, chew it, swallow it, and then the time starts. So, as soon as I swallowed my chip, I'm standing at the sink. Like, I'm like, alright, the heat, here comes the heat. I can feel the sinuses coming too. So I'm like, alright, it's hot, I can handle this. But then, the heat begins to rise. And rise, and rise, and rise, and rise. And the hottest thing I've had in my mouth is the prior chip challenge and ghost pepper blazing wings. And that's the hottest I've ever experienced. This has gone way past it. So, to give you a perspective, the blazing wings for Buffalo Wild Wings are measured on the Scoville scale as 350,000. The one chip challenge prior to this one was 1.6 million. This is 2.2 million on the Scoville scale. So I took a big jump from 350 to 1.6 million, 1.6 million to 2.2 million. So, not the smartest thing. I should have worked my way up to get more accustomed to this hot or this heat I was about to experience. So I'm standing at the sink for 1 minute as the heat's rising. After 1 minute, I run out to my car and get my quart of milk. I didn't drink any yet because, you know, I want to see how long I can last. But I sit down, and the heat is still rising, and I start to get that round 2 scorpion sting because the spicy punch is happening, but it's rising. The rising goes to the scorpion sting. So I'm sitting there, and then with round 2 starting, round 3 also starts. The vision disruption, where I am tearing up, I'm crying. Like, I'm not like crying, like sobbing, but like the heat is so bad it's making my eyes tear up, and I can't see. So I go outside the back door onto his deck, and my mouth is wide open. And for some reason, I'm not sure why this felt so good, but the cold air outside hitting my tongue felt good, but breathing out through my mouth made it hurt worse. So like, there was no winning here, and the heat was still rising. Like, the whole 5 minutes, I wouldn't know because I didn't last 5 minutes, but my cousin said the whole 5 minutes it's in your mouth, the heat continues to rise. And probably after that, it just stays at that peak, and then as you wait long, I assume it goes down a notch. Not a lot, but a notch. So, when I was at like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I felt the gut slash. Like, my stomach was not feeling good. Like, I thought I was about to throw up. Thankfully, I did not, because like, I think that would burn more coming out than going in. But that'll be later in the story. So, gut slash, my stomach was tripping out. I was not sure what was going on, but it did not feel good. And also, prior to taking this chip down, I did have a little bit of a beer, but I'm not sure if that's the reason why my stomach was weird. Maybe I had no food in my belly, and putting out extremely hot chip in there with nothing else probably made it bad, because it's one extremely hot tortilla chip inside. So my stomach was tripping out. And then round 5, I did not get to round 5 because after 3 minutes, I'm like, alright, I'm tapping out. I drank a whole quart size of milk, which also did not make my stomach feel any better because, you know, I hear if you drink milk very quickly with hot food, it can make you throw up. I didn't throw up at all the whole night, so I'm good. But, yeah, I only took 3 minutes with this. My cousin lasted the whole hour, so kudos to him for reaching invincible. When the hour went off, he rose up and yelled, "I'm invincible," which I can, proud of him for that. We both like spicy food, but apparently this is spicy food on another level that I was not aware of, honestly. Like, maybe I could try it again, but it's not gonna be that good because I know what to expect. So if I know what to expect, I'm not gonna do it again, honestly. Maybe next year if they have a hotter chip, I might have to try it just for the experience. But if you're out there and are watching this video, don't try this, because if you don't like hot food, or if you do like hot food, this is on a level that you're not going to experience. I was dumb enough to volunteer myself to try it with my cousin. I didn't have to do it, but, you know, I wanted to. I just wanted to try it because I've seen people on YouTube do it, and they seem like they're in pain. But, like, these people who did it do not like spicy food. I love spicy food, so I'm like, alright, if I try it, I won't experience the horrible pain that they experienced, but I did because I am an idiot. That simple. So, let's see, so I drank all the milk. It's still burning. My lips are on fire, which was the worst part. Like, I don't know how to get the lips cool down. I'm just like standing there, but like I went outside, poured some like milk on my lips to get that cooled down just a little bit. And then I felt the heat in my throat, which was hard to get out. But then I was in the bathroom, spitting up a lot. No, not throwing up, just like getting the heat, whatever, out of my throat. Like, my spit was black because of the chip color. So, you can tell that's how serious this thing was. So, after I experienced the gut slash, I took my milk and I hit round 5, which was roasted. I felt like I really don't remember that much of the chip in my mouth and in my stomach because like I was just like freaking out about how I'm gonna recover from this, and also the aftermath of it going in here and coming out there. Like, that's my whole like thinking, like, if it goes good up here, it's gonna go good out there. If it comes bad in here, it's gonna go bad out there. So that's my main reason why I was like not remembering what was going on. I had too much other things on my mind and thinking about the aftermath. But so my cousin gets the 1 hour, I get 3 minutes. So the rest of the night we just play video games, hang out, chill, drink, have a good time, eat food, and then we go home. Well, I go home and take my brother home with me, and my stomach is like rumbling the whole way home, which is weird because I had drinks and I had a good amount of food, but for some reason my stomach was like rumbling and I felt like I had to throw up, but I didn't. Never did. And so I was kind of like freaking out because one of the warnings is Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. So, I did not have any breathing problems. I did not faint, but my stomach was like saying like, why, like you screwed up and your body's gonna react and like kill you on the inside. Like, you wanna know how I would explain this pain in my stomach from all the rumbling? If you know what Mortal Kombat is, take the most brutal character from the most recent game, take their fatality times 10 and put that in your stomach. That's what I was experiencing in my stomach. It was painful and I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, the extended nausea I experienced, but I did not seek any medical assistance because, you know, when I experienced that upset stomach, I just wait till the next morning, do my business, and it's gone. Which had happened. But the business was not as painful as I thought it would be. People have said that it's super painful, it's gonna be not fun, it's gonna be the worst next 3 days of your life, but right now I'm chilling. My stomach still feels a little weird, but that's probably because I just ate a big lunch, but you know, I went to the bathroom, I'm feeling good, but yeah, that was my experience with the one chip challenge. If you guys see this in your store, do not buy it. Actually, you're not gonna listen to me if I tell you no. But as one person to another, you're gonna experience hell when you try this chip. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't buy it because I'm not the person you should listen to. But someone who's been through it, just don't. So before I tried this chip, I put it on Snapchat and on Instagram. Follow me on there. You probably saw that. It's happening. But yeah. So during my meltdown of my mouth being set on fire, my Snapchat and Instagram was blowing up, saying, "Why don't do it? What are you doing?" Then maybe a half hour later, how to feel? How are you feeling? What's going on? Why aren't you responding? So one friend in particular said, if you only lasted 3 minutes, you still won because you ate the chip whole, which I did. So I did not get the level of invincible, but I still destroyed the one chip challenge 2021. Leave down in the comments if you have done this and how you felt. I want to know if people have different experiences than what I experienced. But yeah, don't do it. Be safe out there because this is no joke. But you get to keep the coffin that your chip came in and the banner. So it's not all bad. It's mostly bad, but it's not all bad. Alright? Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and peace out.